Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's Positive Tony. How we doing out there? Blessings from Positive Tony. How we out doing out there in YouTube land? Well, God bless you. Today is Thursday. I'm going to wait a few seconds to see if anyone joins me. If not, God and I will go ahead and take this 15 minutes to spend with each other, and hopefully others will join. Others will catch us at a later time. God bless you. But I'll go ahead and wait a few seconds. I know everybody's got a lot going on, so I understand. Hello, Miss White. God bless you. Miss White has joined me. Faithful Miss White. Thank you so much. God bless you for joining me today. We're not going to be on that long, 15 minutes or less, and we're out, in and out. God bless you. God bless you. Just waiting a few seconds to see if anyone else joins. And if not, we're going to go ahead and get started. My shirt says blessings, blessings on blessings, blessing on blessings. That's what my shirt says today. God bless you, because that's what we're in the business of wanting to receive is blessings and God's blessings. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Miss White, we're gonna take this and run with it. Today, I was asking God, what did He want me to talk about? And then when I did my Bible study, I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted. And so it's not what I wanted, but it's what God wanted me to relate to you today. So today we're going to talk about, and I put it in the subject line for anyone who really want to know, but be present in the moment. That's what we're going to talk about today. Be present in the moment. And we're going to talk about how can we be more present in the moment and receive the blessings that God has for us versus what everything that's blocking our blessing or everything that's distracting us. So be present in the moment. And the verse that came to mind was Matthew 6:34. And it says, so do not worry about tomorrow. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Today's trouble is enough for today. And that's Matthew 6:34. And so the title of this message, it's self-explanatory if you think about it. We have so many distractions in this world that we don't pay attention to what direction God is trying to guide us to. And, we're so busy worried about what are we going to eat for dinner? Which route we're going to take home? What am I going to do this weekend? What am I going to do tonight? What am I going to do next month? What I'm going to do next year? What is so-and-so doing right now? You everything is occupying your mind that you're forgetting to live in the moment right now. Because I'm here to tell you, and I've told you this over and over and over, tomorrow is not promised. Later today is not promised. So you need to be in the moment with Jesus right now so that He knows where your heart is. Now, of course, you have to think about the common sense things that God wants you to think about, but you have to be present in the moment. You need to be thanking God right now for the blessings in the future. You need to be thanking God for all the things that getting you home safely after a hard day's work. You need to be thanking God right now for that meal that's on your table that you're receiving right now. You need to be thanking God for the praise report from the doctor that He gave you, that you are alive and able to read that yourself. You need to be thanking God for all these things that's happening in the moment right now versus what's going to be out there in the future. Now, don't get me wrong. You have to think, you have to plan and think, but let's not lose the present. Don't think about a lot of people worried about what happened in the past. The past is gone. A lot of people, they look back and see what they were doing 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That's fine. That's great. But what are you doing right now in this moment, in this present? You have to be present in this moment to understand what God has for you mentally, physically, spiritually. Sometimes we miss what God is telling us because we're so distracted. And we need to stop this distraction, because all it's doing is stopping our blessing. We have to get in the moment where we understand what is the now versus what's in the future, what's in the past. Be thankful for the things that you have right now versus what you want in the future. And no need to dwell on the past, because the past is gone. Don't miss your blessing by forgetting the present. Stay in the moment. Let God know, Lord, I hear you. I want to hear from you. Stay in the present. Stay in the presence of God. Because what happens when we start thinking about what's going to happen way out there in the future, we miss what God has intended for us right now. And sometimes we overlook that because, we're so busy about what's going to happen in the future, we forget about what's happening right now. And that's not only in a spiritual realm, that's in a natural realm. And we just have to get better. I know I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm so worried about what's going to happen 3 weeks from now when I don't know what's going to happen right now. Just use your common sense that God has blessed you with. Don't forget about the right now, the present. Acknowledge him right now. Don't say, Lord, I'm going to wait till tomorrow to praise you. No, you might not be here tomorrow. Don't put off, you mad with your sister, you mad with your brother. Don't put off, I call him tomorrow. No. God said, acknowledge the present right now. Don't worry about tomorrow, as tomorrow has its own issues. But you have to start focusing on the right now. Don't wait to tell someone you love them tomorrow when you have right now to say, I love you. Don't wait to ask for forgiveness from someone tomorrow when you can do it right now if you're not busy. A lot of times we just automatically expect that we're going to be here tomorrow. And God bless you. I pray that everyone is. But we all know we all have a day, we all have a time, we all have an hour where we're not going to be here. So don't miss out on your blessing about worrying about tomorrow when you have today. Thank God. Even if you had a bad day at work, think about it, get your frustration out and let it go. Don't dwell on it. Don't bring it home to your spouses. Don't bring it home to your parents. Don't bring it home to your kids, because what you're doing, you're causing their now to be disrupted because you had a bad day. Now, you can communicate to one another. That's what couples do. They communicate to one another. Or, your kids had a bad day at school. They come out. Yes, that's fine. That's called a communication. It's called, wanting to get it off your chest. But don't dwell on it. Don't allow a hole for Satan to try to crawl into. Don't allow that. Don't let nobody steal your joy. One bad thing about Satan is, there's a lot of things bad, but he knows our weaknesses. And sometimes we allow him to prey on our weaknesses because we forget that God is stronger. And so when we're having a bad day or we're going through a rough trial or tribulation, we start dwelling on that situation rather than the victory that God has already gotten for us. We need to let go of that. Let go and let God, as I always say. It is okay for you to reminisce about something that happened during the day, but don't drag it along all day. Why hinder your blessing on something that has happened, that it has happened, so it's nothing you can do about it now, but move forward. So focus on the now. Focus on the present. Be thankful that God got you through that situation at work today, that now you're past it and you're on your way. It's going to be hard. A lot of people don't understand serving God is hard. And you know why it's hard? Because we make it hard. We make it hard because we don't focus on the present. We focus on everything in the from the past. We focus on everything that coulda, shoulda, woulda, and we need to stop that. We need to stop that. We need to focus on what God has done for us now. Look. Okay, I'm going to do a test here. No, you don't need pencil paper, but here you go. If you think back a year ago today, where you were, think, are you better off today than you were then? Just a question. Some of you might say no, some might say yes. But I tell you what, if you're still living and you're still able to have breath, sight, smell, taste, hear, you're doing better than you did last year this time. It doesn't matter about monetary things. Money comes and goes. But if God has you here today versus a year ago, you're blessed. You have something to be thankful for in the moment. Stop allowing Satan to dictate your future and your past when you living in the now, the present. You're acknowledging the present, that God has me here right now with my blessings that he has given me, because I'm not deserving of it. But because he loves me, I'm blessed right now. There's some people that might not make it home today. God bless them. Some people might not make it home tonight. God bless them. So be thankful for your present right now. Don't put off today don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Tomorrow is going to come if it's God's will. Okay, we all hope that it comes. But let's not just automatically assume. And you know what they say about assume, right? Okay, that's the world way. I'm not even going to go there. But let's not assume that you're going to automatically wake up and be able to do whatever you wanted to do tomorrow when you could have done it today. Like, call on the name of the Lord, give your life to him, join a Bible-based church. I mean, it's just so many things that you can do. Call that loved one that you haven't spoken to and apologize. You holding on to something that y'all forgot why y'all mad at each other. Or forgive that kid who did something really bad, and you holding a grudge against that kid. I'm not saying that life is easy. I'm not saying everything is going to work out, but you have to allow yourself to live in the present. Acknowledge the present right now. If you were perfect, your name would be Jesus Christ. So I just assume, not Jesus, Jesus Christ. If you are perfect, God bless you. But I'm far, 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 far. I can't even say far enough from being perfect. But I serve a perfect God who loves me unconditionally the way that he created me. And I've given my life that I'm going to serve him now and forevermore, because I'm acknowledging him in the present right now. I'm not waiting till tomorrow. So I tell God tomorrow, yes, I will tell him tomorrow if he allow me to wake up, but I'm telling him right now that I love him. And that's what we need to do more of. Acknowledge the present. Don't wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't promised. It says it in God's toolbox. And I'm very serious about it. It's just something to think about. Food for thought. Don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today. And as I get ready to close, I just want everyone to know that we all going through some trying times. Economy, relationships, money, the world, just relationship. I mean, it's so much that we are going through, but we have to be able to reminisce about what God has done for me right now. So acknowledge the present. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Acknowledge the present. Be in the present of God right now. Cut off that radio, cut down that TV, and thank God. The things that you can do later after you talk to God will still be there. And if you missed it, God can bring it back again if it's for the glory of God. All right. So God bless you. I pray that this message touched someone. I told you it wasn't going to be that long, but you have to be in the present. Be in the presence of God. Be in the moment right now. Don't put off. All right. So God bless. I'm PT. I love you. Have a great weekend. Be safe. I know this weather throughout the country is bipolar. Dress accordingly and stay in prayer. I'm out. Peace.